Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and in this video I'm going to show you how I made this granny star. Now this is part of a new blog series that I am doing where I am testing out pins that I find on Pinterest of patterns that I think will be really quick and easy to make. So I tested out this pattern. The original pattern is on the Petals to Picot blog, and all of that information will be in the blog post that corresponds to this video, and a link to that will be below in the description box. So we're going to make this star. It's very fast. I'm going to show you how I did it and a few little changes that I made to the pattern. The original pattern calls for making a magic ring to start out, and I don't make magic rings, so I chained 4 on this one to make a small ring here, and that is one change that I made. And it also called for an H-hook, which is what I used to make this. Now when I make mine, I'm going to make it a little smaller. I decided I wanted a smaller star, and I switched to an F-hook. So I used an F-hook on my pattern. So I'm going to put this one aside because I decided I didn't want it this big and I needed this a little bit bigger. So, but this was the original. I made it exactly the way the pattern on the blog said to make it. These 2 stars are the ones where I did modify the pattern just a little. I chained 6 to make the ring, and I used an F-hook to make it a little smaller. Now the yarn is the same. I used just Red Heart Super Saver yarn, which I love, to make these. And I'm going to show you exactly how I made it now. To begin, we take our yarn, and I just make my loop, and I chained 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I join that with a slip stitch there, and I made my ring. Now in this ring we are going to do 6 sections of like a granny square pattern. So we start by chaining 3, and then we do 2 more double crochet right next to that. So we have this one section, and I like to tighten up just to kind of straighten it out on that ring. Chain 1, 3 more double crochet, 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 and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, so 1 more, chain 1, and 3 more double crochet. Then we chain 1 and join it to the other side. So that's our first round, where we have 6 sections of double crochets with a chain 1 in between each section. On the original pattern, she switches out colors for each row. I decided to just go ahead and do solid color stars. I may in the future make them different colors. So if you're going to switch out colors, just join your new yarn here at any chain space to start the new round. Since I'm using the same one, I'm going to slip stitch over to that section. Right there, so that I am in that space. Now we're going to chain 3 and do 2 more double crochet in the same space. and we're going to chain 1 and do 3 more in the same space. So you're going to have 3 double crochet, a chain 1, and 3 double crochet all in that one chain space all the way around. And we chain 1 in between. Same thing in this one. I think I'm going to make a whole lot of these for Christmas this year for my tree, because even though I have plastic ornaments that I have on my tree now, the kids like to think that they're baseballs or something, and these are not breakable. So they would be perfect until the kids get a little older and can understand that we don't play with Christmas tree ornaments. See, I'm just doing the same thing all the way around in each of these chain spaces. 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet with a chain 1 in between. These are super fast to make, and what a great way too to get rid of some scrap yarn, because it takes hardly anything to make them, especially if you're switching out colors. We're almost done with this one. Chain 1, I thought this would be a great pattern to start out my pattern test because it is so quick to make. I had mentioned on my blog the other day that this is something I have been wanting to do because I see so many cute things that I pin on my boards, and I never seem to take the time to make them. So I'm making an effort to try once a week to do something that I have on my Pinterest boards. So here at the last, we chained 1, and we're going to join that, and that makes our second round that we have there. For the final row, which there are only 3 rounds on this, 3 rows, if you're switching out colors, go ahead and do the same thing and switch out the yarn at one of the chain spaces and just attach it to there. If not, I am going to slip stitch over to that spot just the way I did on the other one. Now I am in that space. So here it's a little different. It's the last row, and we're going to make the star pattern. In this first one, we are just going to chain 1 and put a single crochet in there. Now we're going to skip over to the next one, and we're going to double crochet 3 times. And we're going to chain 3 and double crochet 3 more times in that space. And there's our first star point right there. In this next one, we are going to single crochet again. And then we are going to do the same thing with 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. At the time of filming this, we just had the 4th of July here also in the States, and these would have been great for making something for 4th of July also. Making them in red, white, and blue. Should have made them sooner, but oh well. They'll be perfect for Christmas. I'll be ready this year. So here we are. That was a single crochet, and we need to do 3 double crochet. Chain 3, 3 more double crochet, single crochet in the next. Now 3 double crochet, chain 3, single crochet here, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, single crochet, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, and these are the last ones. We're at the end, and what we're going to do is just join in that single crochet there, and that is our star. Now what I did with this one is I decided to go ahead and build in a hook, or a loop, so that I can hang it on the tree. And I did that by chaining 14, so I'm going to add one to here, or you can just tie off here, weave in your ends, and add whatever you'd like to it, like a buttons and ribbon, or you can just leave them plain like this, use them for coasters or other decoration. So but let's go ahead and chain 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then I just went back into here, slip stitch it, and that's it. Let me tie it off, cut my yarn, tie it off, and I like to pull my yarn in through the back so that I can bring the two in the back together and tie them off. And there is my star, and see how quick that was to make. Now you can find the blog post down below for more information. You can also find my Pinterest boards where I like to pin all of my cute little crochet stuff and the things that I'm going to be working on in the future. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. Also go to the blog and subscribe over there, because I do special deals for the newsletter members that aren't offered to everybody. So my patterns sometimes go on sale for 50% off. So take a look around there, subscribe to the blog, and if you have any questions about this star or this pattern, just put it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.